Hello everyone, my name is Fen and this is Starsector. So last time we had gone and ran a lot of supplies to Chalcedon and we had made quite a bit of money. But as we were finding out, we had kind of exhausted how many people are willing to buy supplies. But it seems as though Chalcedon needs more supplies every month. So does Epiphany. It's almost like they need food and supplies and should have an epiphany about that. Wow, that was low-hanging fruit. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep going here. And let's see what we can... Let's see how we can turn a profit. So we know that Chalcedon will buy Marines for a decent amount. And they'll also buy heavy machinery or heavy weapons. So, let's... Do they only stockpile that much and then they move on? No, well, if they do, that's fine. But we were actually trying to figure out if we wanted to go with refining or fuel. And it looks like the fuel is not necessarily as good of an option, simply because, well, fuel is necessary. It's also kind of cheap, whereas the things that refining creates are just automatically profitable. Plus, fuel requires quite a bit more. Fuel requires quite a bit more to upkeep and the cost of everything. So I think I'm going to go with refining here, just so we can make this single colony as self-sufficient as possible. After that, we're probably going to put... Yeah, we could take it all the way into heavy industry, to where it just produces things that can be sold for a ton. Or we could go into commerce and make some money that way. But one of the big things is this. We're going to upgrade this at a certain point, and I think that's going to take an industry slot. So we'll have to get more money to do that. It's potentially better for us to upgrade this sooner rather than later, simply because that will allow us to project more force into the star system, and with more force we have better options. Okay, so our megaport is up. Everything seems alright. Our hazard rating is really cutting down on our population growth, but it looks like even without growth incentives, when those run out, we will still be able to grow quite quickly. So what we need is probably refining and then heavy industry. But because this is a high danger rating, whatever it's called, let's see, hazard rating, anything we put in here is going to become more expensive. So we're going to have some diminishing returns. So we want to go with cheap. So we're probably not going to go with fuel here. We'll try to go with fuel somewhere else. But we'll probably go refining and then refining and then heavy industry. That could be really bad. So we'll probably go with refining and then commerce. So simply so that we boost our market. So let's go ahead and get the refining going. You know, I would like to, but I also want to get this upgraded ASAP, and I think this requires an industry. So instead, let's try to go make a lot of money and upgrade the patrol HQ as soon as we can. So Chalcedon, they want supplies. They want 400 supplies, and they want fuel. They also want Marines, but we're gonna hit Chalcedon first, and then after that we'll go and just get all of the Marines. Alright. And who is this? Who are you? Are you a pirate? You are not a pirate. You get to live. Congratulations. You get to not be murdered. Alright, so we are making a little bit of money on the mining operation there. What? Elgeber? I mean, we could. They will buy the supplies for more. Sure. Sure. Let's go to Epiphany. That's by the Luddic Path, right? Yeah, they don't like us, so let's just turn off our transponder. Go in here and sell them all the supplies. Hello, you pack of terrorists. Have supplies. The fuel you're not buying at a good price. So, screw you! Go die. Thank you. Alright, so let's make our way to Chalcedon. No. Oh man, I forgot. It's Chalcedon. There we go. Alright. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We're gonna keep the transponder off. They hate us, so why would we tell them who we are? And luckily our fleet is big enough to where they just ignore, or they don't attack us anymore. They realize they'll get curb stomped, and you will still buy at a nice profit for me. Now, you guys are cheap and you're expensive. But we want to buy cheap and sell expensive, so we're going to buy cheap, we're going to sell expensive. So, anything that I want? No, there isn't. Alright, so we have enough, I think, to afford the upgrade to the patrol, but we want to make a lot of money first, so let's... I think Umbra might trade with us by now, but I'm not sure. Anyway, where can we buy supplies cheaply? We can buy them cheaply on Cannon. Oh wait, that's right, we should go here and we should buy all their food. What am I doing? Food? Yes. Oh, they have a deficit of food. Never mind. Screw these guys. Let's head to Canaan. Yeah, there. And we are going to probably the Terran world of Gilead. But just to check, Asher, not Gilead. I wonder what Gilead's good at. Okay, so Asher. And eventually we're going to start really trading in harvested organs and everything else we could need, or everything else that can get us a lot of profit. Ah, fellow smuggler. We're going to Gad. So the pirates, they attacked and they lost. So let's go and buy lots of supplies. Fuel is at a premium. The Marines are at an okay price, not good. Do they want crew? They do want crew. Well, as it just so happens, I would love to part with some crew. So, there. That's all the crew we can part with. Enjoy. Just to make sure we have enough. Yes, we do. Not enough to not be understaffed if we get into a fight, though. What kind of ships do you have? Anything I care about? Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. We'll take it. Alright, you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? That means we are now under screwed. Yeah, let's mothball you. We are smart people. We sold all that crew before... before knowing we could afford to do so. We are smart. SMRT. So we can get a lot of crew from the pirates. But let's go to Chalcedon, because it's on the way. And our overall smartness will get us into trouble again, most likely. Alright, so the pirates went after Samara. They got curb stomped. The Ludic Church doesn't like us. Oh no! Religious fanatics don't like us. Whatever shall we do? They're going to be thumping their books of Lud and on street corners telling me how bad of a person I am. All the while, I'll be buying all their crew, paying them better, and telling them how much and telling them how awesome they are as crew. Meanwhile, in the Ludic Church. Alright, so let's take these guys and let's refit him to Trident's longbow. The closest he can get are these, so they will do. Alright, and what is that? Harpoons, got it. So I wonder what would happen if we put harpoons on this guy. Would he become more effective or less effective? Or possibly less. Let's assume he would be less. And alright, so he's our killer, he's our killer, he's our killer. And how's he looking over here? Doing pretty well. Oh yeah, that's quite the difference. Yeesh. Paper, not paper, kills more effectively. Doesn't kill as effectively. Oh. That's quite the difference. Alright, well, let's continue moving forward then, shall we? Who wants stuff? You want stuff, and you're willing to pay a lot for it. Well then. Hey guys, what's up? Let's go to the black market, and would you like supplies? I have plenty of supplies. Did I just screw myself? Maybe. So let's see, where can we buy supplies from? Chalcedon. Where can we get supplies from? For cheap. We can get them from Thule. Let's go to Thule, buy supplies there, and then just hit up every place around us. So Thule. I forgot where in Thule though. Kaiseron. Alright, so where are we going? Kaiseron? Let's go to Kaiseron. To Kaiseron we go. Alright, so let's jump into hyperspace. Let's... Those jerks. But they probably got it. To Kaiseron we go. It is a friendly faction, so we're going to turn on our transponder and make our way over there. Alright, so we'll repair our ships. We're expensive. We will... Okay. We will go and buy all the supplies. That would make them way too much. So buy all the supplies. What do they want for fuel? Too much. Too much, too much. Just right. Ah. They went for them. Not too much. Let's buy them. Okay, drugs. A little higher price than normal. Ooh. Ah. Over here. What can we get for cheap? Okay, so food? Food's not cheap. Organic's not cheap either. So, longbows. We have longbows. We have longbows. We have wasps. Well, we have lots and lots and lots of wasps. So, we will buy all of those. We'll probably get stopped on the way out. We'll need to run for our lives. What do they have for ships? What can we buy? Another heron. I like it. And what do we have? We don't have a third destroyer, and I would like to get a third destroyer or cruiser or something that's beefy that can protect our ships. We could pick up a venture and call it a day with that. We could also pick up another one of these, but these are more of killers, not really fighters. Okay, well right now it should be fine. Ooh, a template. Right now it should be fine. So let's try to make a mad dash out of here. Ah, good. Good! They did not take our organs. Alright, so we want as many marine. We want 600 marines and 400 organs. And probably like 600 supplies. And maybe 1,000 fuel that we can sell these jerks at Calcedon. So, currently, Kazron is going to be unfriendly towards us. Who will not be? Who will be friendly? Tartessus. They will be friendly. What about supplies? What can we get here? So it looks like we can go to Valhalla. That's controlled by the hegemony. They'll probably try to stop us. Let's go to Maxos Novias. No, Maxos Naxios. And what can we get here? Alright, so we made a little bit of cash. I'm going to turn our transponder on. Then make our way to Maxos. To Nova Maxios. So we went to buy... Yeah, organs are cheap here. Went to buy supplies. We can get fuel at cost. So we'll just pick it up. Marines we can get for cheaper than that price. Every supply is for cheaper than the normal price. Heavy armaments, not a great price. Domestic goods, not good either. Okay, and what else do they have? Tridents, I like it. What are these? Longbows? How many longbows do we have? 2? Yeah, it should be fine. Alright. And what else do we have that might be good for us? These marines, that would make them 270? Not great. So, not great there. It's alright, it's not amazing. It'd be higher to buy them there than it would be to just buy them for my colony, so we're not going to. Alright. So we got everything there. Now the nice part about Tritachyon and the Cantos Den is that they could not care less about drugs or organs. All Tritachyon cares about is AI cores. So we're gonna slip over here. Try to slip in. And what can we get for harvested organs? Quite a bit. What about drugs? Drugs? So we'll get those. They will buy these for a premium, so yeah, we'll sell them for a premium. They will buy these for slightly below cost, so we'll take it. Marines they'll also take for below. They'll also sell for below cost. All right, so we got all that. And what about heavy armaments? Chalcedon, we could get some of those at. It would be a. It wouldn't necessarily be worth it all that much unless we went now. But we want to get our hands on some more supplies first. So after that, let's go to Tribicina. And let's see what we can get there. So we are doing quite a bit of a more risky trade here. Wait a second, is he after me? No. Okay. Alright, so Tribicina supplies are above cost. Organs. That's expensive, but not the worst. Chalcedon's going to want drugs, but this is around cost, I think. Alright, so, and Marines, we'll take them. I know, we can't afford that. We had too many drugs. Alright, so the Marines are going to sell for more than the drugs, so we'll get rid of the drugs for now. And nothing that we can buy here would be all that worth it. We could get another drover, but after we go and make some nice, big, amazing sales. So Epiphany wants that right now, and we don't have any money really, so we need to go and outfit Chalcedon with as much money, with all the Marines and organs that we can carry. So Chalcedon, would you like Marines? Would you like replacement organs? How about this kidney? You can't even tell it we harvested from a bathroom. It's great. And away we go to Chalcedon. Hello, you bloody religious terrorists. Have drugs? Have Marines. And like that, we made back most of our money with lots left over. Now we don't want these harvested organs just hanging around, so the best places to sell are going to be Chalcedon. But, okay, so we can sell 1,000 of that at a higher price. And we can sell 400 of that at a higher price, but we don't have 400 to sell. So, we're going to head back to Ishmara and drop off those Marines and organs so we can make sure that we don't lose them, well, at least the organs. Alright, so yes, off we go to Penelope Star and Ishmara. Then we will pick up a nice amount of supplies. So now Ishmara is even better when it comes to stability because of that. So just so they know who I am. Right. Alright, let's put you there. Let's put you there. We have all the crew we need right now. Yes. But we need supplies. Where can we sell them at? Chalcedon. An Epiphany. An Umbra. So So let's go to refit. Let's go to you. Refit you to tridents and longbows so you get that extra trident on there. Oh, yes, that's right. Wait, do we not have any more Pila? We have no more Pila, do we? We have no more Pila. So we have no ships that we left behind either. We could use another destroyer, but I'm pretty sure we can get that just from fighting another enemy. Fighting some pirates. Some bloody pirates. So let's buy, say, 1,000 supplies. Cool. That should hold us over for a while. Let's make our way to Nachiteca, where we're going to try to make a bunch of... Yeah, we can get a bunch from Nachiteca. Let's try to fill our tanks. Because we're going to be selling it for as much as we can. Now, their base price is 200. Right. What about you? Yeah, Chalcedon will actually pay a lot for you guys right now. We have a bunch, so we don't have to worry about that. Organs, not great. I don't want to go to Ishra. Yeah, and that's under market. Okay. We are producing a bunch of these. And this is what I don't get. So, what? One of these sells for 250, one of these sells for 25, and these are, what, 1-to-1, I guess? I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure that these likely balance out in price. I just assume that this goes from 250 of these to... This goes from like 250 to 10 of these, maybe, per, but I could be wrong. That might just be too sensible. This has more use, so maybe half? I don't know. But anyway, let's store the things we don't necessarily need in storage, sort everything, and let's make our way to Nachiteca. Actually, let's make our way to Umbra first. What's this? Oh, we have friends. Let's deal with friends. Do we have any threats to the colony right now? So yeah, pirate activity in Penelope Star. So let's go and see what we can find. That's not something we want to fight. Is that a pirate? Yes, that is a pirate. We won't be able to take that unless it attacks our space station. That is unfortunate. So if we fight that, we're going to most likely lose, or we will take huge casualties in doing so. Seems as though there are lots of potential pirates out here. Well, let's do this. Darn. Good. So our forces, their forces. Let's murder them. Alright, so since we have more herons now, let's have the herons be up there. Let's have the fighting craft go there. So we're going to have the drovers go over here, herons go over here, so we can try to clear out of the path. As everyone plays bumper cars. Alright, so let's have 3 go with you and 3 protect you. Let's get rid of this. Let's have these 2 play. Let's have those 2 do seek and destroy. And let's see what we find right before this command point runs off. And there. So let's kill him, him, and those 4, and you. Alright, so we are over here, and as we found last time, when you command your ship, even these little carriers, they can do a lot. They can be a lot more useful than you'd think. So, got rid of one of them. And the enemy ships are starting to fall. Right, so we are going to take command of this drover. We're going to try to command ourselves up here. Maybe do a nice bit of damage to this guy. Ah, there we go. Excellent work, guys. So all that going in there to that venture. Alright, very good. Seems to be doing a relatively good job over there. Alright, so we want as few to escape as possible. It looks like we got him. Oh no, one's still going. Well, that calls for a full assault. Kill him! Kill him. Do it. Do it. Is he going to get away? He's going to run for his life. Wise decision. Alright. And so we could pursue them. Literally just one drone tender. Alright, we're just going to ignore them and let them go. We'll consider ship recovery. Ooh. Ah. So what do we have here? This one costs 9 points to deploy. That one costs 15. You know, I don't have any ventures that I've played with. What can they actually do? So they... I know that they're a big dumb tank, and that's nice. So let's recover that one. Let's pick through the wreckage and take everything, and then immediately mothball it, so so that we can go and buy a bunch of crew. So the cheapest place to get crew is from Chalcedon, and so Chalcedon we can make a nice profit from. So let's go ahead and go to Chalcedon. Had to delay for you guys. Alright, so off we go into the great blue yonder. So Zagan has a nice system bounty on it. So we'll probably go to Zagan and fight some bloody pirates. Let's go over here, buy crew for cheap, and they want most of everything else. Let's sell them. Supplies were expensive. Wow, how much are they paying for it? Ah, yes. Supplies were expensive. Fuel would be at cost, so that's not very useful to us. This is for above cost. So that we like. That I like. And we want to buy all the crew we can. Wait a second. So, okay. So, like, what do we do? We sold him for a profit. Bought these guys for cheap. I think that's everything. We can pick up more food. Though I think, oh no, we can't. So once our colony goes over 2,500 food, I think it starts selling it off. So we don't want to keep just giving our colony food to sell off. So there's nothing here that we want. Let's unmothball this guy. Let's try to figure out what he's decent at. So it has okay vents. What's its base? So it has a lot of flux, some vents. It has a lot of missiles. So what can we slap on here? We can slap some Pila on there, but what I'd like to do is make this thing just be really scary and beefy and people not want to go near it. So this Spire is what, 100 ammo? Let's do 2 Annihilators up there. Oh, here we'll head back to our place and see what we can buy. Well, no, we won't. Not yet. Let's put. I would like something that. Yeah, sure. We'll do the pulse laser, burst PD laser. How does that work? I've never used one of these before, so let's just slap it on there. So for this, we have that PD laser, so let's not worry too much about that. So we can get some light arbalists that we can put on there, some arbalist cannons. We can get some heavy machine guns or some thumpers, but let's go with the arbalists. We already have our PD burst laser there, so we don't need more of that. I don't think we can now put an improvised hangar on there because it already has a hangar. So, how fast does this thing go? How fast it go? It go fast? It go good? Is it fast good? So it is. Maximum burn is 6. It's not particularly great, so let's give it an augmented drive field so we can speed it up, and then let's try to just I mean, those will work. So the augmented drive field is there. Can we... So it goes up to 36. I suppose we'll do the augmented drive field and then... Or do they have anything else for us to use? Let's see. Safety overrides, no. This is a civilian grade hull, so what about militarized systems? Efficiency increases maximum burn level by 1. Let's go with that, because it lets us pump more into this. Okay. So, I think that's fine right now. Let's go to fleet. Let's put him up here. And let's see how the venture works out. I quite literally don't know how it will work. But our maximum speed has decreased because of the venture. So if we go to the drive field, we can get back up to where we were, or very close to. That means the venture is less defensible, but at the same time, I'm not too worried about it. Let's go to these, let's set those up, and let's go ahead and get out of here. So now our max speed is back up to normal. So we wanted to go look at some pirate activity and some bounties. So we can go here, or we can go, well, the same place, as it were. Does that mean that if we kill something, we get twice the bounty? If so, we need to hurry it up and get over there. So away we go. To get double the bounty. Double the fun. Alright, so there's this pirate trade convoy over there. I could attack him. I could murder him. It would be hilarious. We'd actually probably get a lot of nice supplies out of it too. But we're going to get a lot of good supplies and fuel, or even extra, for fighting the pirates. So let's do that. And away we go. Turn on the transponder, let's jump right in, and maybe we'll get ourselves a good fight. Alright, so first thing I'm going to check are the jump gates, just to see if there's anybody out here. There are quite a few out there. Let's scan them. Oh my goodness, there are tons of people out here waiting for us. Yes, come in here. See who I am. It'll be great. You want to fight me. You want to get alone and see what you can do. Alright, can we chase him down? Yes, and he has no allies. So let's engage and let's fight. Alright, so of this, now our venture is part of our group again. So let's move the venture here, the drivers over there, and the herons over here. So we can do the shuffle and get everybody out of the way. I think what I'm going to do is in my fleet I'm going to try and shuffle it to where the ships I want in the front by default are going to just be in the front. So, alright, so you and you defend him, you and you, and him, you and you support him. So let's get rid of these. Let's order Fleet 1 to search and destroy, and let's see how well they do. Alright, so they seem to be doing fairly well. Let's issue commands. So we want these commands so we can get rid of probably smaller craft more quickly. Some mud skipper, so let's try to kill those off because they are quick and easy picks and they could do a decent amount of damage if they get too close. Alright. So alright, so let's get rid of these escorts so they will attack, and let's see what happens. enemy phase ship is avoiding our fighters for now. And we are over here. Let's go ahead and try to make our way into the battle itself. Maybe we can be of some use. Right, so these longbows are coming in. They're not going to be hitting the mule though. So let's target him. The battle seems to be going alright over there. Come on, show me your side. You want to. You really want to. Since we go faster than he does, I guess he doesn't have a lot of options. There he goes. So how is everything going over here? It looks like we're going to win this without any major problems. So let's full assault. Let's turn on autopilot. And let's chase this. Yeah, let's chase them down. The cruiser isn't really going to be able to get away from us all that easily. So I don't need to worry about him trying to escape. The mule could try to make a run for it. At least he could have tried to make a run for it. Now this cruiser is going to go down very quickly. As soon as those claws start EMPing the crap out of it, there's not going to be much you can do. And like that, the battle is over. So, they have their reserves. We can pursue them. We'll just have one drover go after them. It's just a single tanker. So let's consider ship recovery. This, we don't need anything else right now. The venture seemed to be alright. So we will take all the supplies and we're going to try and make our way from these dudes. So that one isn't particularly dangerous. Okay, so we are burning through 40 supplies a day. Let's go down here so we can... Oh, we need to turn on that transponder so they don't get angry with us. But let's go down here and repair. Alright, so we repair our ships. That battle was somewhat costly to us. We went to see if we can get our hands on some supplies, and we can for relatively cheap. Is there anything else that we hear that we would want? Doesn't necessarily look like it. Yeah, we could want them. They're cheap. We have lots of crews, so we can. So the Marines aren't that bad, aren't that big of a deal. All right. And once again, Chalcedon would like lots of heavy machinery. We are getting lots of heavy machinery from just killing the enemy. That's not that big of a deal. Let's see, what's on the open market? What's for sale? Nothing that I'm really all that. Ooh, ah, ee, ah, ooh. But let's go ahead and fight more pirates. Let's go show more of those pirates what for. If he wants to pursue me, he can. You know, you can come help me fight the pirates. That'd be great. Let's go over here. Let's scavenge a little bit. Significant risk because it's just too old. Ah, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I would like for one of you, or two of you, or maybe even more of you to come out and play. Come on, you can do it. Come show me what for. Maybe I can get these guys to come over here if I just sit in this nebula and then slowly go dark. Start coming their direction. Doesn't look like it. They are too passive right now. So if I just get him and the other one, then we can take this. Okay, we will deploy everyone. This looks like a much bigger battle, so we're going to have these. We're going to have these two guard him, these two guard him, these two guard him. We're going to have this venture go over here, while we're going to have these two go over there, and you try to go for that. Just to see what happens. Those destroyers are legitimately pretty dangerous, but I think the enemy's going to go for this side with 2 points. Simply because that makes the most sense. So let's see what happens. They seem to be all right so far. No contacts with the enemy. Ah, contact. So this destroyer is going to go murderize that guy, tenderize his entire body. And these guys, alright. So we're going to wait to see what happens. It's just so far. Let's take... Okay, we can't zoom in anymore. Let's have these drovers go... Let's have them go... No. Let's have them go there. First off, let's cancel all the escort orders. Let's have the drovers try to go here. Not you. You keep on... No, come on. You do that. You two go here. You two go there, and these two try to go there. Alright, so we've taken out some of the enemy. We're going to put some quick strikes on them before our order ability lapses. So we're going to put strikes on all those small craft. And this destroyer is holding its own as these two try to support it. And how are things over here? They are holding that point from us, but they are not being able to actually advance towards our carriers, which means we're most likely going to be able to overwhelm them. So another enemy ship went down, a cruiser this time. That's bad for them. And so the enemy fleet is slowly starting to crumble. Okay, so this destroyer is going to be wanting to go over there. These guys are trying to make a flanking motion, but they are not being able, they're not being allowed to move forward by the venture and all the interceptors. So this destroyer et al. So destroyer et al. is coming over here to fight these guys. We're probably going to try and kill this venture before we join the fight here, just so it can't flank. And that means we can now issue a bunch of other orders now that more of the enemy fleet has revealed itself. What are you? Freighter. Okay. So as long as our herons are able to avoid getting ripped apart, we should have all the bombers we need. Yep, not a good day for that venture. So our missile destroyer and drover are over there. They pushed our line back, so let's cancel those orders and let's let the ships do what they do best. So he seems to be alright. The drover seems to be doing well as well, and they are just about to get flanked and ripped apart. So I'm going to have this heron go take that point, because it is much faster. And as we go in to flank our enemies, remember, if the enemy has a point, that's bad for you. If you have a point, that's bad for the enemy. Alright, so currently we have some venture on venture action going. And it looks like we seem to be winning this fight without any major problems. So let's go ahead and focus on him. So our fleets go over there to attack him. Ah, no, way too slow. And we're going to come over here and try to hopefully annihilate some enemies. So next we're going to have our interceptors target that one as we help them go and fight this destroyer. So the enemy is now running away, so we are going to full assault, and I'm going to go over here to help kill this. Oh, it's dead. This venture is currently in a bad way, one could say. And there it goes. And lastly, this destroyer up here. Let's just have everyone attack. Don't let him escape. No escape. There he goes. Alright. So we slaughtered their entire fleet. Probably made ourselves a nice chunk of reputation. And we could pursue them. Let's just have our second in command do it with 2 drovers. Kill as many of them as we can. We slaughtered everyone. Right. So reputation increased with the Persian League and the Independence. Let's salvage as well. Not what we need. Alright, but let's pull back, because now we are vulnerable. The little bounty hunter is probably going to get absolutely ripped apart. Okay, we are just out of the range of the hegemony patrol for them to be of any major use. Oh no, he is coming for us. Ah, good. He decided to go elsewhere. I like that. This other one might not. Yeah, it looks like they didn't care. So, we repaired our ships. We turned quite the profit on this. As it turns out, war can be a very profitable venture. And we have lots of Pila that we can put out there now. So this one outfitting with a Pila. So they all have Pila now. They're all useful. Each of these has annihilators. These could both be Pila as well, but I don't know. It seems to work a little better right now without Pila. I would actually like to give the Venture the ability to try and alpha strike something. So I'm thinking annihilator pods, but if we do that, we really need to give it expanded missile racks. Because right now, its primary damage is coming from the missiles that it has on it. So, because these aren't really doing all that much, I don't think. So we have harpoons, annihilators, typhoons, and Pila. So if these are anti-armor, we would want anti-shield something on these. The Sabots could do the job. Okay, so we'll try slapping some Sabots on there in the hopes that that makes the Venture more terrifying to the enemy. We have this burst laser. I don't know how well it actually does. So the burst laser costs 7. We just go with a PD laser, but this is a medium mount, so this has longer range. No, it doesn't. This has a range of 500, so technically, yes, it does have a longer range. So the pulse laser, range of 600, it does 100 damage, and it does about 300 damage per second. So that could be decent, that could be good. Let me keep what's on it right now, though. Now, these Arbalists, we seem to be going more of a missile build here. So we will want one long-range Arbalist and maybe one heavy mortar. There, that should be able to do the trick for us. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so auto fire is the burst laser, the heavy autocannon, and the mortar, and then these two are rockets. Got it. Okay. So, what is our flux looking like? So if everything is firing, that's 394. And then 400, we're looking at 500, so let's try to get this up to 500 something. Okay, so this will be 300, then 300, 514. We exceed that, so everything can be firing, and wait, no, 514, 574 with everything firing. Okay, now we are now everything can be firing at once, and we will still be able to lose some flux. And what is this, by hundreds, 200s? Okay, but we'll still be able to lose flux, so that should be all right for us. Okay, so you guys, so they are selling this for cheap. That is for relatively cheap. But we seem to be getting a lot of fuel out of this because we're not, because we are holding our own against the pirates and slaughtering them. All right. Let's go ahead and hit sort over here so we can get everything in a nice order. Now this, do you guys want that for premium? No, but Maject does. Alright, so... Ooh. The Kanto's Den really wants its heavy machinery. Its heavy armaments. But it's illegal to have in hegemony space. So, let's make our way back over here. But that will have to be next time. So guys, go ahead and leave me a comment below. Tell me about my loadouts, about whatever you want to tell me about the game. If you think I'm doing this well, if you think my colony is in a great place, a bad place, if it's the crappiest colony you've ever seen in your life, that's fine. Just let me know. And I will see you guys next time on Starsector. So like the video if you liked, subscribe if you're not subscribed, ring the bell if you haven't already. My name has been Fen Plays, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.